remaining property of colloids, electrophoresis, movement of colloidal particles either towards anode or cathode in electric field called electrophoresis. Sal of arsenic sulfide is negative, hence move or migrate toward anode in electric field. Sal of ferric hydroxide is positive, hence migrate towards cathode in electric field. The movement of colloidal particles. Each colloidal particles are charged body, and each colloid of similar substance have similar charge. So when colloidal solution is placed in electric field, then they begin to migrate either toward cathode or toward anode. So this phenomena, this process is known as electrophoresis. For example, sal of AgCl is negative, hence it migrates towards anode in electric field. Similarly, sal of ferric hydroxide is positive, hence it will migrate toward cathode in electric field. एनोड कैथोड। In absence of electric field, height of colloidal solution will be same in both the limb. Height is similar. If current is allowed to pass in it, then height of colloidal solution in both the limb, either in this limb or in this limb, will not similar, because colloidal particles have property to move either towards anode or towards anode, depending whatever the nature of the charge. So suppose our colloidal solution is arsenic sulfide. It is negative colloid. Hence, height of colloidal solution will rise up towards anode. More height. Less height. In another example, suppose our colloidal solution is of the positive nature, that is of the ferric hydroxide. The sal of ferric hydroxide is positive, hence it will migrate towards cathode. So for this figure will be as follows: more height in limb of cathode and minimum height in this, less height, and in this more height. Next colloidal property, protection. So when electrolyte is added in colloidal solution, neutralization occurs. Due to neutralization, colloidal particles are aggregate, joined to form huge, that is big size, which big size or huge size is known as precipitate or coagulate. So when electrolyte is added in colloidal solution, precipitation or coagulation occurs. The precipitation or coagulation is of the delay type in case of hydrophilic colloid, but precipitation or coagulation takes place quickly, readily or fastly in the case of hydrophobic colloid. So now question arises that why does coagulation of hydrophilic colloid is of the lighter type. It is why because in hydrophilic colloid solvent that is dispersion medium forms a protective layer around the colloidal system. Hence, it prevents the contact of ion of electrolyte with the ion of primary and secondary layer of the colloid. On other hand, in the case of hydrophobic colloidal system, here there is no any protection layer of the water, that is dispersion medium. Hence, ion of electrolytes are contact of the primary and secondary layer of the colloidal system, and neutralization occurs more readily. Due to fast neutralization, coagulation is also fast in the case of hydrophobic. In hydrophilic colloid, water forms a protective layer around secondary layer of colloid. Concept of secondary layer and primary layer belong to the Jeter ion principle. Zeta ion are electric double layer theory. Colloid. Hence, ions of electrolyte are not in contact of charge of primary and secondary layer of colloid. Hence, precipitation does not occur readily or fastly. In hydrophobic colloid, no protection layer exists. Hence, charge of primary and secondary layer of colloid are in contact of ions of electrolytes. Thus, neutralization that is precipitation or coagulation occurs fastly when little amount of hydrophilic colloid is added in hydrophobic colloid. Here it is clear that precipitation or coagulation or neutralization of hydrophobic colloid is fastly when few amount of hydrophilic colloidal solution is added in hydrophobic, then coagulation is of the delay type. It will not coagulate fastly in spite of adding of the respective electrolyte in it. So this process is known as protection. To prevent the coagulation, to prevent the neutralization or precipitation of hydrophobic colloid by means of electrolyte, by adding few amount of hydrophilic colloidal solution in it, is known as protection. When you extend, that is quantity, amount of hydrophilic colloid is added in hydrophobic colloid, then protection layer of hydrophilic colloid develop around hydrophobic. Thus, coagulation, that is precipitation, does not occur fastly. This process is known as protection. In ice cream industry, gelatin is used. Gelatin is hydrophilic colloid. So in ice cream industry, gelatin is used as protective colloid. Now gold number. Gold number number of milligram of hydrophilic colloid that may prevent the coagulation of 10 milliliter standard gold salt by means of 1 milliliter of 10% NaCl solution. Here NaCl is electrolyte and gold salt is hydrophobic colloid. So when electrolyte is added in hydrophobic, coagulation occurs fastly. To prevent this, we protect by adding hydrophilic colloidal solution in it. The how much colloidal solution is added in terms of milligram to prevent the coagulation or precipitation or neutralization of hydrophobic colloidal solution by adding the 1 milliliter electrolyte, that is NaCl, having the concentration 10%. So those hydrophilic colloids which minimum amount is capable to prevent the coagulation, known as having powerful protective power. The gold number for gelatin is minimum. It means gelatin is powerful protective agent, and gold number of starch is maximum. It means in all hydrophilic colloidal solution, starch has minimum protecting power, means more amount of starch should be added for the protection in any hydrophobic colloidal solution. Gelatin has minimum gold number, while starch has maximum. The minimum amount of gelatin is capable to protect the coagulation, while more amount of starch will be required for same purpose. मल्टी मालिक्यूलर कोलायड that collider which are obtained by combination of those particles having diameter 1 nanometer. All the hydrophobic colloids, that is sal of metallic chlorides or sal of sulfur, sal of gold, belong to the multi-molecular colloids. For example, gold sal, sal of A, sal of sulfur. Second, macro. Macro means big, huge. Macromolecular colloid. If substance has property to form colloidal solution with water, but size of substance particles are larger than size of actual colloid. Then it is referred as macromolecular colloid. Example, all the hydrophilic colloid starch, nucleic acids, proteins, rubber, etc. Third, associated colloid. Those substances that behaves as strong electrolyte at low concentration. But like polyide at high concentration, called associated colloid. Called associated colloid. For example, soap, detergent, etc. Cleaning action of soap is due to its colloidal property. Sodium or potassium salt of high fatty acid are known as soap. So, cleaning action. Cleaning action. So, sodium or potassium salt of high fatty acid is known as soap. Sodium oleate or sodium palmitate or sodium stearate or potassium stearate. If potassium salt, then it is referred as soft soap used for the bathing purpose. And if soap is of the sodium, then it is known as hard soap. It is used for the washing of pot or to bath the animal. This is sodium palmitate having long carbon chain. Oleate. In general, alkyl groups are represented by R. Hence, in general, we may write significant for the soap is RCOONI. After ionization, it will give RCOO minus and Ni plus. Thus, it has dipole, means polar nature. Any polar covalent compound have tendency to ionize into its ion. In polar solvent, that is water, water is more powerful polar solvent. When soap is rubbed, either at the body or at the cloth, ionization will occur. and due to ionization foam is created. Thus, in general, its colloidal nature may be represented as minus for C double O, and this is the alkyl group. And Na plus R is C double O minus. Alkyl group which forms the alkyl group which form line like these. The group of these line which represent are alkyl group. The alkyl group having long chain form the bunch and C double O minus are attached with the each R C double O minus C double O minus of R form the micelle. This is micelle. Micelles. When dirt is in contact of soap, then during cleaning action, soap is ionized, and in its ion alkyl group forms chain of alkyl group form bunch, while carboxylate ion C double O minus form micelle. So when nature of dirt is of the oily type, smooth, then it will be cleaned by non-polar part, that is by R. And if dirt is of the ionic nature, then that will be cleaned by polar part. The polar part of the soap cleans ionic dirty, while non-polar part of soap, that is R alkyl bunch, cleaned non-polar dirty, that is oily dirty, smooth dirty. Alkyl group R is of the hydrophobic in nature. It will not dissolve in water, while ionic parts are easily dissolved in the water. alkyl group forms bunch while C double O minus and Na plus form polar part. Polar part removed, ionic or polar part of pH or dirt of cloth, while alkyl group, that is hydrophobic part, of soap cleans the smooth oily non-polar part of pH dirt. Now application of colloids in smoke of factory or chimney or silencer of the vehicles. Carbon present as the colloids when a charged metallic charge spot or sphere is suspended in the root in the way of smoke, then charged carbon particle of smoke are attached with the metallic sphere and neutralized. After that, particles are aggregated to each other and form large size. With passage of time, it falls down due to action of gravity. Thus, smoke becomes free from the colloidal particle of the carbon. River carries soil, which is example of the colloidal system. The soil as a colloid present in the running water in a river. When a river meet with sea, since sea water contains maximum electrolyte, maximum salt in it. So when a river meet with the sea, then colloids of soil are neutralized by the electrolyte, that is salt of the sea water. So hence coagulation, that is precipitation or neutralization will occur. Smallest particles of colloid after neutralization are joined, are reunited to each other and converted into big size. For big size, mass is maximum, hence due to action of gravity, it settle down, and with passage of time, a layer of soil is developed at that place, which is widely known as delta. You also know that allopathic medicine provides relief fastly rather than that of Ayurvedic medicine or homeopathic medicine. It is why, because when allopathic medicines enter in our body, it is converted into colloidal particles. Surface area of colloidal particles are maximum. As you know, when a big drop is converted into many small droplets, then surface area of small droplets is always more than the surface of the big drop. So when allopathic medicines enter in our body, it is converted into colloidal system. Since surface area of colloidal particles are maximum, hence it covers maximum injurious part of our body, hence it cures disease rapidly rather than that of the homeopathy, which is covalent substance. Covalent substance has no tendency to ionize. So homeopathic medicine means that is directly prepared from the plant or root of plant or leaf of plant. Any living things are covalent compound, organic compounds. Organic compounds are covalent in nature, and covalent bond has no property of ionization. Hence, homeopathic medicine is not able to ionize in our body, to convert into colloidal system in our body. Hence, it is in contact of very minimum injurious part in the body. Hence, it provides relief slowly, not fastly. In future, our medicine will depend at the nanoparticles. In future, size of nanoparticles will be more than the surface area of the colloidal particles. In that case, that is in future, medicine will be more and more effective, and that will cure the disease very soon. Up to now, nowadays, allopathic medicines are of the colloidal nature, having maximum surface area, but if it is associated with the nature of nanoparticles, then surface area will be more and more. Then more action will do by nanoparticle in future.